manage this all things. Yeah, we are a local catering person, or father is also going to program or arrange the marriage, but a wedding planner is arranging the marriage in a different way, because he or he know how he can deal with all the methods, how he can deal with all the functions, and how he can use the arguments also, how he can use the data types also. So that is our main role. We are the planner like this program. So when the experience will come in your mind, when you will work on a number of programming cases, then you will be also comfortable. Okay, methods, then I have to use this method, I have to use these functions, and this all things are already mentioned in the program, and you can use, or you can select, or you can resolve your object. Are you getting my point? Okay, so I think all of you are getting my point, ki how when we are just understanding the object, when we were understanding the method, when we were understanding the functions, when I was defining the data types, that we are saying the arguments. So anyone have any doubt regarding this example? Or now Raj is also defining ki programmer is a wedding planner. Okay, so he know how he can well define the things. Okay, so now if a programmer, or the main dialogue of Three Idiot, we engineer are very clever. Okay, we do anything, but we do always in a right way for our benefits. So when we just want to reduce our complexity of this program, so we have just implemented the concept of class. Or classes was to create the complex things, and this classes was also implementing the things in a way of complex. Okay, or it was generating the complex. So we have also extended this class in the form of package. Okay, so now every engineer or every programmer is not using the method, he is not using the function, he is not using the data types. He is just importing the package and he is resolving his task, or he is just going to resolve his purpose. Is it clear? So in the next level, when you will come at the end of 4, when you will come in the when you will enter in the advanced Java, so that time you will very comfortable. So don't worry or don't confuse, or don't think this कि I am not comfortable to implement a program of addition and multiplication. It doesn't matter, it's not a programming, but to explain this all things, it's required. Okay, you are not going to work always on a calculator implementation and factorial program and pyramid program. Is it programming in the real world? No, it's just explanation of the programming. So most of the students, those who are just going to start the Java, they are scared about this. They are scared due to this this reason. Ki, okay, there are logical programs and all, and I was always find out the formula of interest, simple interest. So it was very complicated to work in that way. So I'm not interested in programming. When you will just go next level, that time you will definitely enjoy this thing, because when you will just reconnect the things with the real world. Okay, now I think this example will be very clear to all. Now I was talking about the class. So from this example, the marriage is one program. Okay, or we are saying marriage is one project. In this one project, we have two objects, groom and bride. Second, after this two objects, we have defined multiple functions. In this multiple functions, we have defined the 5 functions: मेहंदी, संगीत, कैटरिंग जो फूड वाला है वो, बारात, और एक any function from your end. Okay, do you want to select? So we have just defined these 5 functions. Now you can just understand in each and every functions we have different kind of methods. For the Sangeet, we are using the different method. For the catering, we are using the different method. But it will always relate to the object. Okay, we are coming in the marriage of this person, so the things should be mapped to this person. Now, I was saying the argument and the data types which we use at the every method, we are using at the every functions, we are used with the every object. Okay, now the data types like 10 friends of the Dulha. So this 10, we are creating one array of the 10 friends of Dulha. Okay, this similar type of key, this all are the friends of Dulha. We are going to also create one same array for the Dulhan. Okay, so that we are generally doing. Now we are just using now we are just calling this array for a specific function, that a specific method that we are saying the dance. Okay, in the dance of Bharat, we are just calling that array that we have created in the starting. So that type of things we are using. Now understand where is the class. Okay, so I was just using when I want to call the data type array in two methods, or I am going to call the data type in one function. I am going to call the data types दूल्हे के friends. I want to call it in dance. It's one method, it's one function, और उस function का एक method है dance. So how I can manage this all? So I'm just preparing a class that we are saying dance. Are you getting my point? Ki what is the mean of class? So how many people are interested to dance in the marriage, and I'm not caring ki he is going to belongs to which object, he is going to define in which way, or he is going to use in which method. We all, the dancing is one class, and we are just combining one method there. We are putting one function there, and we are just calling some data types there. So when I will call that class that we are saying the dance, so all the people who are interested in the dance, they will automatically work in the program. Is it clear? Now I have created one catering class. Okay, we can say on the morning catering class. So those guests who are interested to eat in the morning, or all the people who are involving in the preparation of the catering component in the morning, or contained in the morning, they will just call in the that specific class. Is it clear? So now if someone is going to ask you what is class, so class is a combination of object, class is a combination of method, class is a combination of functions for a specific well-defined work. Is it clear? So that we are saying the class. I'm just going to show the definition of class. I think by, I don't know, net is not working properly. Okay, so I think everyone, the example of the class will be clear. To define the specific purpose and to reduce the complexity, we are just combining object, we are just combining the method, we are just combining the functions, we are just combining the argument. So this thing or this method, we are saying the class in the programming. Okay, so just wait. Are you getting my point? Okay. Yeah. Java class is a like of creating yeah. What is the class in the Java definition? It was a typical definition of that. When I will just connect. Yeah, a class is the basic building block of an object-oriented language, such as a Java is a template that describes the data and the behavior. Okay, so what is the data which we are saying the argument? So that is the data and behavior, and associated with the instance of the classes. So what I'm not going in that much detail. The smallest part of that method or the combination of that, we are saying the instance. You will understand that, but at this time the concept should be clear. What is class? When I just want to perform some specific task in the program, so some methods, some functions, some objects, some data types, we are gathering for that specific purpose, so that we are saying the class. Okay, when you instance as a class, you can create an object that looks to feel like the another instance of the same class. You will understand the instance later. Okay, so for this lecture I am not because it's complicated thing. But is it clear what is the mean of class? Now on the next level, when the program will be complicated, okay, for a single marriage it will be comfortable to define the classes. But in a single family we have 4 members marriage or 8 members marriage. Are you getting my point? Here 4 grooms are there and 4 brides are there. Okay, so now 8 people are going to get married in this program. So now I was just reducing the complexity through the class. So I have arranged this all things, but the complex thing is coming into the picture now. So I will just define all the classes, those I have decided as a programmer in a single point, okay, to manage the marriage. So I have just defined it all the classes, or I'm just going to prepare the bunch of those classes for a specific package. And that package is going to define for one room and one bride. For the example, Raj and Simran's marriage. So the classes and functions, I have just prepared all the classes and I am going to define these classes are going to use to the package of Raj and Simran. Okay, so that we are saying the package. Now what is happening? Class तो मैंने एक ही create किया. Class तो I am going to create the class common, but I am copying that for the different type of packages. I'm using the same class in a one package also, I'm using the same class for the another package. But the purpose of that package is different. Yeah, that we are saying the package. Is it clear? So now what is the definition of the package? So to reduce the complexity of the program, now you have to just consider class is come at the point to reduce this all things which we are learning at this time. Integer, float, data types and all, and object and method. कि यार इनकी complexity को कम करने के लिए हम लोगों ने class create किया. लेकिन class का भी complex form आ गया. So that's why we have just combined the multiple classes into the package. Is it clear? So that is the main task. Now, why I was explaining this both class and package, and why I was giving the example, because this all program you will not use it. This all programs you will not use in any program, any project. कि मैं एडिशन का प्रोग्राम नहीं यूज करूंगा, फैक्टोरियल का प्रोग्राम यूज नहीं करूंगा. कौन यूज करता है? हम लोगों ने मैथ्स में इतना टाइम स्पेंड किया. नाउ वी आर वर्किंग, और यू आर वर्किंग इन लाप्लास, you are working in a Fourier series. Really we are working, or our life is surviving with the Laplace and Fourier? No, or life is just surviving with the addition, multiplication, divisions, and sometimes we just use the interest formula. That is sufficient for the maths. But what you have done, you have done lots of things related to the Fourier series, related to the probability, related to the statistics. But where you are using? Raj is daily using the statistics and Laplace in the life. You are using that? No. Yeah, but it will use at every specific when you will think like that programmer. I'm not saying in the future you will not use this, but that time you have to recall that. So that's the starting of the programming. So this all programs you will not use, but if you are comfortable with the concept, so this concept you will use at every place. Yeah, practice. Now, till the end of core Java, no one is comfortable with the object. No one is comfortable with the method. So what is the mean? What you have done before? Now, in the next, we are using the class and package. So how you can define the object and method? So that thing should be comfortable, and everyone should be comfortable in this. Yeah, so online students, Mansi, Sushil, Ayush, Bharti, anyone any doubt regarding the class, regarding the package, regarding the method, regarding the function, regarding the object, regarding the data types? Is it clear to everyone? And the purpose of this all things is clear to everyone? Yeah, please tell me. Yeah, in the chat box, I'm expecting maximum years. If anyone have any doubt, then you can ask me, because I'm just going to summarize this thing on a main point, why I was explaining this all things. Yeah, because it's only a one lecture I have, so I'm trying to cover maximum things. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Raj, please. Yes, Raj, and what's your name? Vasu. Okay, Vasu and Raj. Attention, please. Okay, so dear all, I think next time when you will think about any program, so you will just feel this thing like this. Here I'm creating the method. So what is the meaning of this method? Here, I always follow the method in every where when I'm cooking rice, when I'm cooking any food. So that time we have a one method, or we just select the data types also. We select the object also. Okay, so that concept you have to follow always in the program. Or next time you have to try to write a program for cooking rice and dal. You can write a program for, but the concept is main. What the concept? You have to understand the object, method, and all. You can just write this thing in your method. It's not. I'm not saying it always should be in a programming. You can just write key. Okay, I'm defining the method when I'm boiling the rice. So it's a method in my program. When I'm adding some salt in the rice, so it's one form of argument call. We are call by value, call by reference. Okay, so when we are adding the boiling the rice, that time we have to call by value, that we are saying the salt that we have decided in the starting of main function. So that is the mean. When you will just treat it like that. Okay, so I think the class and object, sorry, the class object function method, this all things is very clear in your mind. Now I am coming on my main point, that we are saying the networking. Okay, so please understand this thing with this example. Raj, Mansi, Kunal, some people always use one software that we call the desktop software. Okay, desktop software. Sometimes we use a software that is online software. So what is the mean? When I am using any software, which software is not connected to the internet, or that software is not connected to the network, we call the standalone software. Okay, or I am running that software in a mainframe machine, that we are saying the computer, laptop, or anywhere. The device is not connected to the internet, but software is working. Is it clear? So that we call the standalone software, or it's not work, or we can say the system software which is going to work on a standalone. It's not support to the networking. Are you getting my point? So next time when you just bringing a game from your friend in the pen drive, and you are installing that game on your laptop, and when your laptop is not connected to the network, or that time if you are playing that game, so we are considering that game is standalone, or that game is not going to work on the network. Are you getting my point? So one kind of software is like that. So all of you are very comfortable with this type of a standalone game. But the next time when you want to play the same game in a local area network or on an online mode, that we are saying the LAN gaming or online gaming. So at a single time, I just install that game on my system and I play without the network. So I'm saying the game is a standalone game and it's a standalone software, and I'm going to install it in my mainframe system, and I'm going to play this game. But in the different way, when I'm going to use the same game, or when I'm going to play the same game on an online platform. So that we are saying this game we are using in a networking, or that game we are using in an online mode, or that game we are using in a internet. Is it clear? So this difference should be clear. Now, the game which I am going to develop in a standalone way, and I'm not going to connect anything, so that we are saying we have not connected or implemented any programming things to deploy this game on an online platform. मैंने गेम तो डेवलप किया है और all features are working of the game, but I am not capable to connect this game with the online or with the network. Okay, this game will always work in an online, this game will always work in an offline mode. So when I am trying to put an offline game on the online platform, so I have to add some packages. Those packages are going to work or going to provide the facility for the deployment of this online networking features. Are you getting my point? हर एक प्रोग्रामर जो ऑफलाइन गेम है उसको ऑनलाइन में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए जो कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है, इट्स इन द हु इज टेकिंग द क्लास ऑफ कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क, हु इज Pringle. Okay, so if you are going to understand the networking, so all the protocol, all the functions which we are going to learn in the networking, this all are just programmed into the Java, and these are just programmed into a package. Okay, if I am using the TCP/IP, तो मुझे ये जो सारे प्रोग्रामिंग है ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं है. I am just using a net function, net package, or all the functions of the TCP/IP will just inbuilt in my program. So I have to just connect my net to the program. Okay, so my offline software will be converted into the online software. So I just want to show you one net package. You can just search Java networking package. Okay, so when you will just search the Java networking page, then you will find out the java.net, Java import java.io. when you will just import the Java servlet. So this all type of package are implementing the networking concern. And as a programmer, what we are doing, when I just want to add the networking, my job is what? Offline software I was using from the last 10 years. Now I just want to convert that software in online mode. So I'm just using importing the package in the code, and I'm plugging. Okay, I'm just connecting the things which I was just defined it in the. So I am just going to connect those things to the program. So that is the main use. Okay, or at this place, this is the real life scenario. Okay, so number of packages are available here, or we are just including those packages. Okay, so all the interface which you are going to understand, cookies, socket, anything you are going to learn, these are defined in the interface, these are defined in the class. So all things which you are going to learn in the networking, this you can find in this. How this IPv4 is defined it, so you will find the code of class. मैंने अभी आपको क्या कहा कि class is a one part or a combination. So IPv4 protocol या IPv address को define करने के लिए we have just implemented a class. So when I will use the package, so this class was automatically called. Is it clear? So you can just find the program and class of that. So I think the objective of this will be clear to everyone. Is it clear? So we are just using this thing in the way of networking, or I was trying to explain best in the way where you are going to use this programming languages. Okay. So now please understand all the concept in this way. Just feel or just think logically कि anything you are doing at your home, how I can convert it in a computer program. Okay, and when you will think like that, so just keep always a paper with, so the logic will just develop in that way. When I was just defining the whole work of my one day, so it was a very redundancy and complex. Something I am repeating, food I am eating in the morning also, and food I am eating in the evening also. So why I have to redundancy of the food? Delete some foods in the morning and delete some foods in the evening. Just take a food in a daytime. So that what you are doing. You are reducing the memory. The program will consume the less memory. Okay. So thank you very much, dear all. I think all of you have enjoyed this session, and now you will comfortable. Life is not like that. We are always doing the program in the way of addition, subtraction, and multiplication. It's a starting to explain the basic things, and you are going to use those things in the future for a next level. So don't worry, don't scare. Madam is giving a number of program to calculate the factorial. Madam is giving the number of program for the calculator and all. It's just a starting. Okay. So कुछ ऐसे स्टूडेंट है जो प्रोग्रामिंग को कॉम्प्लेक्स या टफ समझ लेते हैं इसी स्टार्टिंग लेवल पे. उनमें से एक मैं भी हूं कि मैंने भी अपने इंजीनियरिंग में यही समझा था कि प्रोग्रामिंग इज अ वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड यार हाउ आई कैन डू द प्रोग्रामिंग. So when I just started the concept, or when I started the implementation and application of those things, so now I'm very comfortable and enjoying the programming. So कई student ऐसे होते हैं जो programming से interest हटा लेते हैं. So I will expect you have to just always think about your interest, or programming is a very easy thing. Okay, so if anyone have any doubt, then you can just mention in the chat box. Yeah, from my side, I'm just ending the session here. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. All of you, those who are present in the session, they have to just mention your attendance in the chat box. Okay, please write your enrollment number in the chat box. Yeah, I will write. Yes, if anyone have any doubt, then you can ask me. Yash Thakur. So, Raj, are you from Rajkot? Kutch. Bhuj, okay. Junagadh. Okay. So, how we went to Kutch, Morbi and? Okay. If I want to travel from Rajkot to Kutch, then I have to use this highway. Okay. It's a different corner on the map, huh? Or in the India. Yeah. Rajkot is a different location. It's just central of this thing. But for the Kutch, we have to go in a different direction. Yeah, it's one place is coming like sea place. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, so dear all, we are just ending session here. Thank you very much.